I found the tablet to be an incredibly useful tool for collecting the information. I think that the research volunteers were happy with that, and that actually worked particularly well. The questions I thought were relevant. The information we gathered, I thought, was relevant. It was non-intimidating. One of the problems I found with the research was that the tools used to assess people's mental illness seemed to indicate that virtually everyone had a mental illness. So we had huge problems finding a group, almost a sort of control group, that didn't actually score low enough on those assessments. I think it went very, very well, actually. I don't think people felt intimidated at all. I found the use of the discovering potential and the wheels a mixed blessing, actually. I thought that they didn't fit particularly well into the format of pre-assessment for the course. I think as a guidance tool, they're absolutely superb. And having showed them to sort of fellow guidance workers that you used to work with, they were incredibly impressed with those as a tool. And so I just didn't think they were particularly apt for this type of intervention, but a very good tool in its own right. And I'd like to see those, made much more widely available to the guidance community as a whole, because I think that one of the perhaps failings is that I think that the end of these courses, it would have been incredibly useful if participants had been offered a more in-depth guidance appointment to actually allow them to plot whether there was other provision for the future that they would have benefited from. And what I think they're now going to do is to send a letter to all the participants saying that if they would like a fuller guidance intervention, they can have that through the National Career Service, and explaining to those people how they can contact the local National Career Service worker, explaining how that service is free, how it's confidential, how it's impartial. The range of provision in Cornwall, I thought, was very, very good. All the usual sort of recreational type courses were actually offered. I was impressed with that because I actually believe that when people are mentally ill and return to education, it's really important to start very, very slowly and to actually deliver things in a non-intimidating manner. Research volunteers may actually develop a thirst for education and actually go on to do other things. I'm a huge believer that mental stimulation, education, and physical exercise are excellent for mental health. I think they really are amongst the answers, probably much more than medication than anything else. So people's involvement in this, I think, will actually benefit their well-being.